Somebody look at your neighbor and say, she finna bring it tonight. I say somebody look at your neighbor and say, she finna bring it tonight. And if you ain't got a neighbor, look at yourself and say, she finna bring it to fuck a night. Oh, we gonna jump right into it, because that's how we do it over here. I ain't gonna tarry too long tonight, y'all. But folks been asking me. And I also said that I was gonna come back and talk about this. So come on and let's talk about it, my people. A lot of us been noticing those wax figures floating around here. When you look at those wax figures, they look like dead bodies standing up instead of laying down. You know? And when you look upon those wax figures, you ask yourself, what was the main point of them making them wax figures? Y'all know how we do it over here. We talk about the things that some people not seeing. The things on the other side of the mirror. Now I want to explain something to you. When you look at a voodoo doll, everybody know what a voodoo doll is. Some voodoo dolls, I got to explain this. Some voodoo dolls, they was used for good. And then there was some voodoo dolls, and they was used for evil things. Ancestors gave it to me like this. Some of our people, back in the day, they would take the voodoo doll and make it to represent that individual that they wanted to, send healing to or send protection to. And sometime they made the voodoo doll to represent master or to represent somebody that they wanted to harm. And whatever they did to that voodoo doll, it began to happen to the master or to whatever person that they made that doll of. I want you to understand that. Catch that on fleek. Now I want you to look at the celebrity wax figures. Look at those celebrity wax figures. Look at them again. These celebrity wax figures are upgraded voodoo dolls. I'm going to go deeper down the rabbit hole, but let me talk about this right here. I said they are upgraded voodoo dolls. That's what the wax figures is. And trust and believe. They ain't doing no healing rituals over them wax figure dolls. That ain't what's going on. The PTB. Somebody say, who is the PTB? The powers that be. The powers that be is using these wax figures / voodoo dolls in their dark rituals. Let's go a little deeper down the rabbit hole, y'all. Ancestor said all these celebrities that we seeing, that got them wax figures made of them, they will also be sacrifices to the motherfucker game. If they don't end up passing away before they sacrifice them. Some of these singers, rappers, and actors, etc. They got wax figures / voodoo dolls made of them. And they ain't even aware of it. They don't even know about it. Why? Because they ain't showing them. And the same thing happened to the ones who got these stars in Hollywood. Blood sacrifices. I'm teaching you how to look into the mystery of things. In the R. Kelly video, I showed you the message in that picture. I said I showed you the message inside of that picture. Behind his wax figure. Now I want you to look at this picture right here. This is a picture of the singer Aaliyah brother standing by her wax figure, her voodoo doll. And what word do you see in that picture? You see the word gas. I want you to really listen to me right here. You see the word gas. The spiritual meaning of the word gas is energy. For example, when you put gas in a car, it gives the car what? Energy to move. Just like liquor represents gas slash what? Energy for the spirits. That's why you see some people, they pour the liquor on the ground, to their dead ancestors or they dead relatives, they dead friends, to get things moving. And they pour it to the spirit. Now I said that to say this right here. Gas represents energy. And some folks don't know that Aaliyah's energy was used in a dark ritual for the higher ups. That rabbit hole go deeper. It was some vampire ritualistic shit done on Aaliyah. I said that rabbit hole go deeper. Come on, y'all, let's talk about this. Because some people say, SoMadam, I don't believe in no voodoo dolls. I don't believe that that we can be able to do something to a voodoo doll and that can affect the person in real life. I don't believe in voodoo dolls that they can, actually go around and harm people and do things like that. Okay, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you this story. It was a lady. She bought this Raggedy Ann doll from a hobby store. And she gave this Raggedy Ann doll to her daughter on her birthday. So after some time began to pass, they begin to notice that this Raggedy Ann doll, it started writing, writing sentences and shit. And this Raggedy Ann doll began to move on its own. The mama said, oh, hell no. And they end up getting rid of this motherfucker Raggedy Ann doll. And some people had it locked into a museum. And it was reported that when visitors would go to the museum and see the doll, some people would see the doll move. And sometime that Raggedy Ann doll start growling at the visitors that used to walk past and look at it. Go do your research on Robert the doll. Okay? And go do some research on the stories that the ancestors have told about voodoo dolls. And you're going to see, how real that the voodoo dolls are. This ain't no play around shit. This real life shit. And I promise you, that rabbit hole go deeper. What do you think that a cartoon character is? A voodoo doll. Come on, y'all. They introduce these wax figures to us. Okay? Put it all in the public in front of our faces. Here go the wax figures. And everybody looked at these wax figures in amazement. What is a wax sculpture? What is a wax figure, y'all? I'm going to ask you that question again. What is a wax figure? A wax figure is a depiction made using a waxy substance. Often, these are sculptures of a notable individual, but they are also death masks. What did it say? They are also death masks. They telling you. I said they telling you right there that these wax figures / voodoo dolls are death masks. They represent death, y'all. Put it together. No matter how we look at it. You know what I'm saying? These wax figures, voodoo dolls, They ain't shit but motherfucker blood sacrifices. I'm gonna go deeper down a rabbit hole and I'm gonna show you what the ancestors showed me about this shitika. I'm gonna bust your head. Huh? I said I'm gonna bust your head. Listen, I want y'all to be putting these pieces of the puzzle together. Since we down this rabbit hole, let's talk about some things. Let's go a little bit deeper. All right? Is that all right? Most people don't know this right here. It's something called cryogenically frozen. Let me say that again. It's something called cryogenically frozen. And this process is done when somebody, after somebody died. And this person's body is placed on ice to freeze, okay? To freeze their dead body in the hope that they can come back to life in the future, to basically be revived, to basically be resurrected. Believe it or not, it's already some celebrities who got this process done on their dead body. And it's a lot of celebrities who want this process done when they die, after they die. Jay-Z got a song called Forever Young. What you really think that song was talking about? Go listen and watch Jay-Z song video of Forever Young. That's what it's talking about. This cryogenically frozen process. I also done told y'all. They put the truth inside of these movies. When you watch the movies, go watch these movies when you get some time. Late for Dinner. It's also a movie called Forever Young. Vanilla Sky. And it's also a movie with Billy D. Williams called Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. And that series is about freezing dead bodies and bringing them back to life. This shitika ain't just no movie, y'all. This some real life shitika. They said we're going to bring some of these celebrities back to life, back to reality. I know y'all know that song right there. They said we're going to bring some of these celebrities back to the fucking future. And I know y'all remember that movie. Let's talk about it. The House of Wax. Go watch that one and tell me what you see inside of that movie. It was a man by the name of Elmer McCurdy. In his dead body, this is a true story right here. I said I ain't gonna tell you too long. This is a true story right here. Elmer McCurdy, his dead body was used on display at the Hollywood Wax Museum. Now I want you to also look at it like this, y'all. Some of y'all ain't gonna believe this right here, but I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all the things that they do in the background, the things that they ain't gonna tell us about. That's what I'm telling you. Some of these wax figures that we seeing is actually the body of that actual celebrity covered with motherfucker wax. And we just seeing they clone walking around this bitch. Huh, I said I don't mean to bust your head, but I'm telling you the truth. So put the pieces of the puzzle together, my people. Some of these wax figures are being used as voodoo dolls. Whatever they do to the wax figure, guess what? It happened to that person in real fucking life. And then they end up what? Being a what? Blood sacrifice. And some of these wax figures that we seeing today, some of the wax figures that we seeing today, is that actual fucking celebrity, like I said, covered in fucking wax. They actual body. I know it sound crazy, and we seeing the fucker clone walk around this bitch. Huh? Whew. I know some people like, so I can't get with that. It's all right, because I'm telling you the truth of things. You asked me, and I asked mine. I asked the ancestors about it, and this is what they gave me. Believe it, the fuck or not. Okay? These powers that be, these motherfuckers do shit behind the scene. Sick shit and they laugh about it. And they call it dark humor. Wax figures. This is the mystery behind the wax figures.